We take time out of the day to kind of just hang out with our tigers in a relaxed, informal atmosphere. And we'll pretty much let the cats do whatever they want to do, but we will encourage them to play. Now, to that end, we're always going to look out for indestructible toys for tigers, so we give them bowling balls to bat around, giant logs to scratch their claws on, and when they're at home with the preserve, they even have a lake that they can swim in. You see, tigers are one of a few species of cat that love water, and in fact, they are excellent swimmers. Right now, though, Andy's clearing the floor out there because we're going to take a minute, see if we can try to fire up the tiger's hunting instinct. Now, for this, we're going to bring in a target, something for the tigers to hunt. In this case, we've got a cardboard box on the end of a stick, which certainly isn't indestructible, but at least it's expendable. Now, if we're lucky, we're going to get one of these guys to demonstrate the tiger's hunting technique. All right, here we go. We've got that cardboard box there. We'll see if we have any takers out there. We're going to watch Orisa right there, our 2-year-old female there. Very agile girl. Now, if she jumps for it, you got to cheer her on, guys. You got to help her out. Come on, Orisa. You can get that cardboard. Help her out, guys. Nina says, if you can get the cardboard, just stay away from me. All right, here you go, Orisa. You can do it there, sweetheart. Up in the air, you fly. You can grab onto that cardboard. And a big round of applause for Orisa. All right. Excellent killing of the cardboard box. Now, one thing we'd like you to consider as you watch this playtime is that our tigers do, in fact, have all of their teeth and all of their claws. We never declaw any of our tigers. We don't believe in that. We just work with these guys from a very young age, teaching them the limits. We start with our tigers the day they're born, and we're with them all the way through their lives. We're working to build relationships that are based on love, trust, and of course, a lot of respect. All right, we've got a little bit of a scrap of that cardboard left. Andy's going to try one more time. Orisa, who got the cardboard box, she's the baby of the group. She's just 2 years old, so she's still just a cub out there. A very active girl she is. She says, "Whoa, I'm going to get the rest of that." Would have been a big jump there, Orisa. Tremendous athletes these guys are. Good girl, Orisa. I can always count on her. The rest of the tigers are out there saying, yeah, if you had a poodle on the end of a stick, we'd all be running around out there. Now comes a challenge at the end of the playtime session. That's getting the cardboard away from the cats. Once they sink their fangs into something, they can be a little bit reluctant to let go. So Andy's job with Orisa over there on the left is to try to distract her long enough to get the cardboard away. Now this can be a show in and of itself. He's going to be very careful there, see if he can kind of extract it from her paws. Now she certainly knows not to use her claws on Andy, but when she's got him extended like that, he's going to be really careful. It's kind of like having a bunch of sharpened steak knives pointed at you. That's a very sophisticated distraction technique. That's the old, hey, look behind you routine. Whoosh! You got part of it away there. Yep, he's got one more little scrap. But you know, we do have a foolproof method of getting the cardboard away from the cats. It's very simple, actually. See, tigers are known as hypercarnivores. So all you got to do, take a little piece of raw meat like Andy's going to do here. You put it on the end of the stick and you wave it under her nose. And pretty good bet she's going to forget all about that piece of cardboard. Sucker, works every time. Now Andy's going to see if he can get those scraps before she finishes her meat treat there, see if we can slip him out of the arena here. I think he's going to make it, and we're all clear. Big round of applause out there for Andy and the Marcon Tigers. Definitely not something that you want to try at home. Now, as we mentioned, home for the Tigers is the Marcon Tiger Preserve in the Panhandle of Florida. It's a beautiful 80-acre facility where these animals have lots of room to run around, play, exercise, even swim in a lake. But we believe that giving these guys lots of exercise, top quality food, and on-site veterinary care isn't enough. One of the most important things for tigers in captivity is lots of mental stimulation. That's why all of our tigers are involved in a training program. Now, our training involves just enhancing the natural behaviors that tigers exhibit in the wild. In the next part of our show, we're going to show you how we do the training with our cats. So Andy's going to start off by sitting a couple of our youngest guys up in their chairs here, and they're going to help demonstrate how we teach the tigers to sit up on their hind legs. Now, of course, sitting on their hind legs is a very simple, natural behavior for a tiger. But the idea behind training is we want these guys to use their minds to kind of figure out how to get their meat treats. So we're going to show you how this works. By the way, look at Lazarus on the far right over there. He's hanging out on the boomer ball. That's his favorite spot during the show. In fact, he frequently falls completely asleep out here while we're doing training. Very stressful life you lead here, Laz. All right, I see he hopped off his seat there. We're going to see if we can get him to pop back up there. Now, training with our tigers starts at around 3.5 to 4 years of age, and that training goes on all the way through their lives. We're always trying to find new things for our tigers to do, trying to keep the mental wheels turning out there. That's right back on his boomer ball there. That's kind of his security blanket there, I think. All right, now Andy's going to see if we can get him to kind of sit up there. We're going to see if we can get him to get his front paws up in the air. But we're going to start off with Orisa over here on the far left. She's just 2 years old. Now, she's coming along pretty well with this little maneuver here. Let's see how she's doing. Now, when she gets her paws up, let's give her a big cheer. Here you go, Orisa. Good girl. Very nice. All right. Now we're moving on to Lazarus on the right. He's kind of in phase 2 of this. He's coming along pretty well. Here you go, Laz. He sees that meat treat. You can do it, Laz. See if you can sit up on your hind legs. Orisa did it pretty well. See if you can do it, buddy. All you got to do is push up in the air. It's very simple. Look at Tamara. Tamara going for brownie points out there. Laz, all you got to do is look at your Aunt Tamara. She's really good at that. All right, we'll give them one more chance here. Here you go, Laz. But training with our tigers is just an incremental thing. Just step by step. There he goes. Hold it up, Laz. Good boy. Very, very nice. Now, we wanted you to see that, though, because it's a very good example of how positive reinforcement training works with the tigers. All right, now we're going to bring down Bhutan, our big golden tabby boy there. He's 5 years old, weighs in about 400 pounds. Bhutan, by the way, also is known as Mr. Chuckles, or sometimes just Boober. All right, we're going to bring him onto the side of the arena. Now, you won't believe how big this guy is when he stands up on his hind legs. Watch this. If you have a camera, you're going to get a great shot of him. Here you go, Bhutan. See if you can stand up high for everybody. Show him how big you are. Way up there. Yeah, let's give Bhutan a big round of applause. Good job there, buddy. All right. So now it's time for Andy to work with the rest of the tigers of the group. They range in age from 5 years old to 10 years old. Now, the older cats out here are a little more accomplished.